And I was going to work at the country club for a golf tournament. And nobody knew I was pregnant there. Nobody knew that I was struggling with this. And so I would sit at my tent, and when people would come, I would give them their drinks and we'd make small talk. And then when it would leave and I would have a moment to myself, I would just put napkins under my eyes and I would just start crying because I didn't know what to do. And then all of a sudden there's a guy that comes up, and he comes up to me, and I had worked for him a couple years ago and hadn't seen him in a couple years. And he walks up to me and he gets his beer and he goes back to walk back to his golf cart, and he stops and he turns back around to come towards me, and then he stops and he goes back to his golf cart and he sits on it, and then he gets up from the golf cart and he comes over there to me and he says, Angela, I just had to tell you something. Like, I don't know if this is the right time or place to tell you this, and I almost didn't think about telling you because I just got a beer and I didn't want you to think that I don't know what I'm doing or that I'm being a hypocrite. He was just like, but I just had to let you know. He was like, I've really been praying for you lately. Like, you've just been on my heart. And when I tell you, have you ever seen Mortal Kombat? You know, where they get like this ball of energy and they just like, whoa, and they just shoot it at you. It felt like a literal ball of energy hit me right in my chest and just went out. And it felt like in that moment, God was saying, Angela, if I've put you on his heart, somebody that doesn't see you every day, somebody that hasn't seen you in years, I haven't forgotten about you. I still see you. I still know what's going on. Like, I'm working. Instantly, all the hate and all the fear and all the anger that I felt towards this baby was gone. And it was as if God was saying, Angela, when Moses stood at the Red Sea, he had no idea how he'd get across. He didn't know it was impossible. Like, he had no way to get across. All he had was, his only option was me. Angela, this is your Red Sea. Your only option right now is me. If you'll just let me work and let me do something, I'll part this Red Sea. I'll get you and this baby across. And so I just looked at him. I started crying. I was like, you have no idea how perfect your timing was. You have no idea how bad I needed to hear this. I quit. I quit. That was it. I told the guy at the country club, like, I'm going home. And I remember I got in my car and I went and sat in the parking lot at Hibbett Sports, and I just wept. And I was like, okay, God, if we're going to have this baby, you need to prepare my parents' heart, because I'm absolutely terrified to tell them. Like, you just have to let them know, because if they freak out, I'm going to freak out. And I waited 3 days. And 3 days later, I drove up to my parents' house for the first time in 6 months or more. And I walked in, and my mama looked at me and she said, Angela, what are you doing here? And I was like,